So unlike AK Operators Union, who has a swamp that he gets to throw his guns in for testing, I have a kiddie pool that my dog uses to play in. So see you in a few hours. Okay, she's been submerged for a few hours now. Let's pull it out and see if we've got any problems with the electronics or any internal water or anything to show that it's leaking onto the inside. Okay, we're getting some fog on the outside of the lenses because this water is colder than what it is outside. And it's very overcast, cloudy, and rainy, so a lot of humidity. I can't tell for sure, but this front lens looks like it might be cloudy on the inside of it. It might have let some moisture in. Electronics are working. Ugh. She's fogged up a lot on the outside. I can see fog for sure back here on the outside. Definitely looks like it's fogging up on the inside. I can't tell 100% because it's so humid out today and rainy that I can't tell if it's just building up or if it's on the outside or if it's actually on the inside of it. Or if it's because this has been in colder water than what's outside and fogging up like your car windows do. Yeah, it leaked water inside. I have definitely got water inside the scope. I can see a distortion in it and a lot of reflection of light. Yeah, so it has failed the water test. It has allowed moisture inside. I don't know if it came in through this cap, if it came in through somewhere else, but I can actually see water inside. It was enough that it let water inside of it. Yeah, I'll see if I can get a shot through the scope with the camera so you guys can see it, but definitely water inside the scope. So this is no longer sealed, whether from drops or from the seal there or from somewhere else, but this is no longer good. Once it allows that in, any sort of temperature change, you're going to get condensation on the inside. I was really hoping it would do better. I was really hoping it would still be usable. But anyway, we can see what it takes to break it, I guess, but at this point it's a failure to me. If it allows moisture in after setting in water for a couple hours, you're never going to get all the moisture out. Anytime it rains, anytime there's temperature differences, you're going to get condensation on the inside versus the outside. But anyway, I'll see if I can get you a shot inside the scope. Kind of hard to get this to actually focus in, but you can see that big glob of water on the inside of the scope. You can see all of the problems that it's having with the light reflecting differently inside there. At this point, with the fact it has so much water inside of it, you've been able to actually see the water inside yourself. I don't see any reason to continue torture testing this. To me, it's already inoperable with the fact that it allowed water in there. you're going to have problems from now on. It's no longer nitrogen purged. If you're hot and you take it outside cold, it's going to fog up. If you're outside cold and you go somewhere hot, it's going to fog up. It's done. I could keep trying to tear it up, but it's already tore up. The housing and stuff handled the drops and everything really well, except for the cap being bent. You can see there's just some scratches on it. I wish I knew where the water got in from. If it came in through the cap, down through the electronics are still working. I can still see the green. I can still see the red. But there's water inside. I don't see any reason to continue on. To me, it's failed. So, yeah. I wish I knew where the water came in. So I guess what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take the brown one I got yesterday. I'm gonna soak it in water for a few hours, and we'll see if these things just aren't waterproof to be submerged for that long. Okay, on this one, you can still see there's that rubber seal that got smashed out of the other one. Make for sure caps are on tight. This thing hasn't been abused. All I did was I took these screws off the bottom, put Loctite on them, remounted the base, put a little bit of Loctite on these when I tightened them onto the rifle. I have got them just hand tight now. I don't know if I'll be able to, there you go. You can kind of see totally clear inside, no problems. So that was a pretty soft toss into the water. Now we'll just wait a few hours and come back and see if that one has water inside of it too. Okay, so I came back out after an hour this time. Instead of leaving it for hours and hours and hours, I just figured I would check every hour and see what it was like. So it's been an hour, and also to make for sure I wasn't doing something that was against the manual, I grabbed the manual. And the only thing it says about water is on page 1. It says it's sealed, nitrogen charged scope tube for resistance to fog in water. I went through the entire thing. It doesn't say anything about can't be submerged, only 30 minutes at 2 inches deep. It doesn't say anything like that. It just says that it's sealed. So let's grab the new one that has not been abused. It's not been dropped. The only thing I did is I threw it in the water, and you saw that. And it's not like I chunked it. I mean, I just tossed it into the water. So let's see what we got. Uh-oh. Ignore the neighbor's dog. Let's see. You see those drops? Those drops are on the inside. It's not been abused. I made for sure everything was tight. Submerging these, they take on water. So if you were to ever get it submerged, this was only in there for an hour, and it was just setting in a kiddie pool. I mean, it's not anything rough. I don't know. I was really hoping these would stand up. I was really hoping these would be good. Now it's $100, but for a range toy, it'll work. For anything serious, I would have to do something else, I guess. I mean, if it can't take being in water for an hour, what happens in the rain? You know, is rain enough? Is it? You know, I'm talking 8 inches of water here. It's not like it was setting 30 foot deep. I made for sure everything was tight, all the caps were on good, everything should have been sealed. Oh well. If you're needing a range toy, airsoft, something not serious, this will work. If you're needing something serious, I guess you're gonna have to spend more money. I don't know. I'd like to say thank you to Monstrum for giving me the opportunity to test their stuff. Thank you for sending these out. Sorry to make it look bad. I wish it would have worked. I really do, but that's it. Thank you guys.